both sides of the median were doing the exact same thing, going in the same direction. I don't know if I've ever seen that as well. And another thing to note, a lot of officials saying stay off the roads as these icy conditions are deceptively slick as we take a look at things. There are crashes that have been noted across 695, certainly here across 95 on Maryland 100 as well. All potentially, well, all essentially from these icy conditions that we've been monitoring all morning. And another thing that we've been noting is as cars have been coming down this road here, this stretch of the road, we're parked next to a gas station at BP. Tow trucks came when they were initially clearing the cars from that scene, and we were told that there were 7 cars that needed to absolutely be towed from that scene. 2 of them were drivable, and one of the big things that were slowing people down was there was a truck that was turned sideways, blocking all lanes, that they needed to call in backup to help get that off the road. And slowly but surely, things look to be opening up. We've seen more traffic come through here. The cones that used to be over here down Russell Street are now off to the side. So time will only tell when this road will completely open back up again. But the important thing to remember is 2 people are dead, 9 are still recovering in shock trauma. Just a terrible, terrible indication of how treacherous these roads are.
Thanks, Omar. And let's go over this accident one more time that happened today. 2 people dead. It happened at I-95 South at Washington Boulevard around 3:45 or so this morning. We do have video of that crash where 2 people lost their lives. About 9 patients were transported to the hospital. You're taking a look at eyewitness video from a viewer who sent this in earlier, who was pulled over on the shoulder at the time.
Yeah, he was stopped on the side of the road because his car could no longer move in the ice. So he got out and he noticed that other cars were spinning out of control, and then this happened. An unbelievable accident there where the tanker flipped over right over the side of the Jersey wall there, of the barrier, and then fell. If you're familiar with that part of 95 right around Washington Boulevard, you know that there are other streets that are down there. There are train tracks. It's quite a steep drop, actually, in sections there, and the tanker there bursts into flames. We don't have a confirmation as to who the 2 people who are deceased yet from the accident. It is hard to imagine that anyone in that truck would have survived, but 9 people hurt, 2 dead in the accidents there off of 95 and Washington Boulevard.
We're told that led to a car pileup of dozens of cars stranded for hours, just recently being rerouted and going backwards. They were going north on the southbound road. I think I had said that correctly.
They were going, no, they were turned around. They were going south on the northbound 95,
Thank
yes.
you.
No.
Yeah, so they were literally,
There's that picture.
They still are. Here's a live look of I-95 South at Canton Avenue, and you can see that middle stretch of road. That truck should be going the other direction normally, but they are still rerouting them to go the other direction because that road has been closed for so long, trying to free up some of those drivers who have just been stopped and stranded there for hours because of these accidents.
Like that Coca-Cola truck was obviously one of the cars that was there, and it wasn't just, I mean, we're talking about this accident because there's, you know, the 2 fatalities here, the devastating video, but accidents like that, not to that magnitude, but where cars spun out of control, were just repeated all over. There was this crazy thing earlier where we saw the maps earlier this morning where there was the accidents were just all around the Beltway.
Yeah, and it was not surprising. I bet like sheets of ice were forming at times out there. Very slick and dangerous. Here's a look at the latest right now really quickly. Still a winter storm warning in effect for all these areas shaded in pink. That includes all of now Carroll County, the northern tip of Baltimore County, and parts of Harford County, including Bel Air. That's going to go until 1 p.m. Other areas, we're still getting some rain out there, but we're also getting some melting as those temperatures slowly get above average. So now we're getting into above freezing, I should say. So now we're getting into the just rain, the transition phase, but still a danger out there that ice is going to take a while to melt. Later this afternoon, temperatures will warm to the 40s out there. So we've got 34 in Annapolis, 33 downtown. We're starting to see some melting out there in certain locations, but still at freezing in Westminster, Parkton, and parts of other parts of the region.
Still got to be careful on the roads today. If you don't have to, don't head out. You can get the latest on WBALTV.com and on our Facebook page and mobile app.
Yeah, make sure you download our app because Mary's going to be updating all of the weather all day
Absolutely.
long. And of course, we'll have the very latest coming up for you on WBAL TV 11 News at 6 o'clock and then later on tonight at 10 and 11. Thanks so much for watching our extended coverage here today.
Have a good day, everyone.
Yeah, have a good day. Be safe.